Mm-hmm. Oh, man. Hello, hello. Oh. Hello, everybody. I'm just doing my chicken feet update. In the meantime, I'm kind of doing... Uh-oh. I don't know where it went. Oh, well. Oh, there it is. I'm just kind of like doing something right now because I got a wood burn tomorrow. I'm just prepping them. So that way I don't have to wait too long. So let me move this out of the way. I don't like the way that looks. That's why I do it in pencil first before I actually start wood burning it. Because if I don't like it, then at least I haven't ruined it. There we go. Let me just put this away. Lighter. Someone's in. I almost fell over my dog. I don't know where the lighter is. Found a lighter. Oh, I don't know if I can reach to the bottom of that. Well, how did he like the barbecue? Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to find a lighter. I think my husband left it outside. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go light this. Sorry. I always light a candle when I'm doing the chicken feet update. I don't know if it's actually working. Hold on, guys. Oh, damn it. There you go. All right. All right, so I'm doing week 7 of the chicken feet update. I have my glasses on because my contacts were just getting way too much for me today. Let me know if the lighting's better. A lot of stuff going on over there. That right there is, I was decoupaging or decoupaging, whatever you say it, a cigar box. So, and then this one is just labels. All right. Let me empty some of this salt out. All right. I do have a brush here. I know I brought one. There it is. Last week we discovered that using a brush was so much easier. So I'm going to count how many I have here. Oops. Still just went flying. What I'm doing is I'm taking them out of their homes here so I can empty out all the salt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, there's one. 7, 8. I don't know who's in the room, but welcome. This is week 7 of drying chicken feet. The reason why I start is so I've emptied out my bin of salt. I'm gonna move it over. I do have another box of salt. I did find one in the cupboard, and it's coarse. like the coarse salt, so it's like pickling salt. I think it will say pickling. This one doesn't say pickling salt, but it has to be coarse. All right. Tiffany, the lighting is great, by the way. Hey. Hi, Tiff. I'm glad you could make it on. I didn't let anybody know I was on except for Miss Jax. But I'm using a brush. A friend of mine, Jackie's like, hey, try the brush. So I will show you what they look like. So there's, and they usually take anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks, sometimes more. I'm not using a dehydrator. You can use a dehydrator. I think Lady Grave Dancer and I think Jen, the taxidermy witch, as well does chicken feet in dehydrators. So they would know more about that than I would. This is the first time I've ever done this. I'm doing it because my car got broken into about a month and a half ago, and I wanted to deter people from coming near my car. But I think it's been working because even the intention of doing that, and also I have planted a garden in the corner of my lot with a pentagram as well. So it's like very visible. So it helps. I put protection on my property, so that's been helping. And with this, chicken feet are said to are good for protection, as well. Some people use it for luck and healing and prosperity, all that kind of stuff. But I'm mostly using it for protection. And you can put little potion bottles, like stuff like this, connected to it. You can put crystals in the clutches. So basically, after a few weeks of them drying, when they come to the time where it's pliable to move them and for them to stay, I would wrap. Usually it's twine, but I only had yarn available. So you would wrap the yarn or the twine around the item that you want to have in your chicken foot. And what was that? That was my one dog. In your chicken foot, and it would work to keep it together. And then after, when it's dry, you can just put a little bit of glue on the back, and then it would stay. Okay, so they are looking, like literally fantastic. So I will show you each one. Now you can leave them plain. So that's what it looks like before. Okay, like before I start taking, you'll notice the difference once I start taking the salt off. So what I'm doing is I take the salt off. Okay, I'm wondering if I should use a bigger brush. You take the salt off, and then you'd put it back in. That's all I've been doing, is taking the salt off, putting it back in. Takesha, oh, they look great. Hi, Takesha, how you doing? Great evening. That looks awesome. Thanks, Tiff. So I'm on late today because I started, what the frick did I start doing? I don't even know. Oh, I started cleaning off my little witchy cabinet there because I have my printer on there, and I had like just everything catches up on there. And every time I bought something, I would throw it on there. When I went on my girls' weekend, the bag was on there. Like I didn't even go through it. So finally I went through the bag. Finally I put the candle holders that were supposed to go on my altar. Now they're on my altar. Let me see. And then I had like a bunch of books on there. So I put them all away. Sorry, this takes a little... I look at comments after. Hey, Jackie, how you doing? Let me see. So you do is you kind of like get all the nooks and sorry, I'm just looking at the puppies. You just get all the nooks and crannies. All right. So that's what it looks like with all the salt removed. Okay, so if you see the nail there, you can paint them after they're all dry. So like I was saying, some people, my friend who does them, she just leaves them just like that. So she'll put leather on it and leave it just like this. Other people will paint them. They'll paint them all black. They'll paint them purple. They'll paint the nails. I'm really liking them like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the nails. Okay, and then I'll use leather or twine or something for up here. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't know. I might paint one and see how I like it, but I really like the natural look of it and just keeping it that way. So there's one. So what I do is, because I have one more box of salt here, and I don't think I'm going to need another one. I think next weekend I'll probably be able to do one. I'll see, like next Wednesday. So this is hopefully my last box of salt. Oh, this is going to take forever. Hang on, let me open the whole box. Let me open the whole box. I'm here. Hey, Jackie. I would like to have one to hang crystals. Have one to hang crystals. Oh, like to have a crystal in its clutch. Is that what you mean, Tiff? Oh my God, I can't get it open. All right. All right, I'll put that over here. And I'll put a little bit of that salt in. Looking awesome. Okay, so what I do is I'll start putting them in like that. That's what I mean. What do you do with the old salt? So whatever salt that I don't, so I only use one box of new salt. Then I layer the bottom, and then I put my chicken feet, and then whatever salt I have in this here, I put it on the top. Whatever's left, I compost it, so it doesn't go to waste. So this is what it looks like before. Okay, that's the one with the twine on it because it's actually holding a potion bottle. So you can add extra herbs to that. So, so does anybody have any questions? And the reason why I light the candles, I'm honoring the chicken feet and thanking them for being able to use them and being grateful that they are being a part of my practice. That is why I'm, paying my respect. I don't want to take advantage of them, even though, some people may think, oh, that's weird, but no, to me, it's not. It's like when you take something from nature and you thank it, it's the same thing, This is the tedious part, but you know what? It's very relaxing. Sometimes I kind of tap it because there's salt up in where the jar is. I can't get it out. Yeah, it's a respect thing, big time. Yeah, I decided to move my laptop this way because I used to have it pointing that way and it would look so yellow. So this one goes in the bucket. So I'll show you this one before I start taking anything off. And oh, I didn't show you that one. Well, it's in there now. I won't take it out. Yeah, so like I was saying last week, if you have any parts that were still kind of, mushy, especially in the palms of the hands, what you do is you grab a knife or a skewer or something, you poke it, and that way when it goes back in the salt, it actually cleanses, like it starts absorbing it. It's a respect thing. Oh, secret chicken feet. No, it's not a secret. I just didn't feel like taking it back out again. Aw, this guy's nails like yucky. It's okay. We still love you. We still love you. Yes, we do. Making sure. So I'm hoping that anybody who did get notified of me being on, obviously hit the notification bell. So that is awesome. I keep having to check Facebook because it keeps unnotifying me of certain people. So that's that one, all cleansed and cleaned and beautiful. Alright, so let's do this one here. So that's this one. Has nothing on it. This one I kind of just let it dry the way it was. Like I didn't even move any of the hands or anything. Watching the scared the crap out of me. Sorry, that's just my son. He just came in.
Oh, I need mine.
Hazel! Which Hazel? Stop it! That's my stepson's dog, and it barks like a bitch. My dog doesn't. That dog does. So I'm just cleaning it off. Eating wings. Oh my god. Are you keeping the bones? There you go. Are you keeping the bones? I know, eh? There we go. This one looks good. The nails look really good on this one. I think I'm gonna have to get a nail clippers. Oh, no, just cleaned it out. Sometimes it's like looks like a hangnail. But whoever, like, if you guys have been watching this in the beginning, you guys will probably be able to tell just by the color of it that it's really, like, that 1 week from last week to this week really made a difference. Like, even here is, like, rock solid, you know? So I'm going to say another week, just for good measure. So not next week, but the week after, I might be able to start painting, like not painting them, but designing one of them or something like that. And it gives me time to grab some lacquer just to seal it so it doesn't get wet and anything. So this one here is, I think, no, I'll save that one for last. So this one here has a crystal in it. Can you see that? Right, and can you see that I've actually clutched the two hands together, the two little fingers, and the one right out. So basically it does one of those right down. So, this one's actually not that bad. Oh, wait, I gotta get in there. So I'm just kind of cleaning around the the yarn. Let me see. Oh, I like that. Hi, Shauna. How was your trip? And how are you feeling? Are you feeling any better? Or you're feeling poopy from the trip? All right, so here's that one, the one with the crystal on it. It's looking good. Can't wait to take the yarn off of that one. One of them I already took the yarn off. Oh, there it is. I'll show you. So that's the crystal that was inside of it. Okay, so that is it this one? Or is it this one? No, it was this one. I think it was this one. Yeah, it was. So this is the way it was sitting. It was like that. You see that? But you can put any crystal in there. You know what I mean? Like, it's open. You can put any crystal in it. See that? That is phenomenal. So I'll show you this one when it's done, because now you can actually see the inside of it too, right? So last week I had a brush and I had to throw it out because I broke it. Oh, so long, but it feels good to be home in my own bed. Yeah, that's for sure. It's like that whenever we take a trip. Like, it's nice to be away, but it's also nice to be back in our own beds. Except when I went to the country home last weekend, was it? 2 weekends ago? Yeah, I'd rather be there. It's so nice. The house is beautiful.
You want to see my bathroom?
Yeah, hang on a sec, guys. Hang on.
The original is right here. Yeah. Take it all off. What's another $50 in prices? $350. The dresser, I don't know. I'm seriously like, I don't know what it was.
Yeah, and you drank it. And I called to lunch. She goes, was it the little can? I'm like, yes.
I drank it.
Nowhere to go.
If I drank it, I would have told you I would drink it.
Oh. You could probably unplug it for a few minutes if you need to.
Yeah.
Sorry, my son he ripped out his carpet from his room, so I went to go look at it. Sorry for the language, guys, but it's not, parental advisor or anything.
It's not a PG house.
Well, it's not a PG channel either. I've sworn enough times. You alright? Oh wow, I'm right.
Yeah, she's a YouTuber.
How many people are watching?
3 right now.
Oh, your favorite? She's next.
Oh my god. My kid's too funny. Hi Jen, how you doing? So glad to catch you live. I know, I get to see you live once in a while when I'm at work. And I usually, I'm cutting onions while I'm watching you live. So I can never comment. Once in a while I can, but most of the time I'm working. Let me see. So this one's been cleaned. So that's that one. Now, again, I'm not an expert at this, but there's a stone that fell out of it. So I just kind of basically took it out. But I wanted to do this because my car got broken into, like I was saying. And I wanted to use something that would deter them from coming to my car. But this is a lengthy process. I didn't want to buy a dehydrator. And I got salt all over my computer. And I wanted to, because it's the first time I've worked with chicken feet. I've never worked with chicken feet. I've never put my hands on chicken feet and touch them and stuff. And I wanted to do this. I wanted to just set my intentions with them as I'm doing them. Sorry, guys.
I just grabbed my Xbox.
Oh, okay.
I grabbed everything else that I needed, but not Xbox.
So I decided to do it the lengthy process of drying them by using pickling salt or coarse salt. Just don't use the fine salt because it's really a pain to get out of your the chicken feet, and it's so much harder than coarse salt. But by doing this, I've enjoyed doing it. I don't mind doing it. I want to do other things when I have more room for it. So this is a good stepping stone for me. And a friend of mine's been helping me. So I'm going to show her, probably take pictures and show her this weekend and then get her opinion on them. So yeah. Did you remember to light your candles? What do you mean my candles? Today? This one here? Yes, I always light a candle. I don't know if anybody else does, but I always light a candle when I'm doing my chicken feet as paying respect for them, being grateful for what they are allowing me to do and allowing me to use them for what I need to use them for. Yeah, they're looking awesome. Oh, and this is the one. Remember, Shauna, do you remember the crystal ball one? That just basically, when it dried, it basically dried as if it was holding a crystal ball, and it wasn't. So we just basically left it like that. So I would love to somehow be able to use this on my altar on something and be able to put a crystal ball on it. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but I'm going to figure it out. So I'm going to clean this one now that I've been talking about it. So I have another brush. This one's a bit thicker. The other one broke. I was just shaking them out before, and then someone's like, why don't you use a brush? So I'm like, oh yeah, I can use a brush. So that's what I'm doing. But your paperwork for work, is that yours?
Fuck! I left it in Fisher's car. No, I don't need that.
Oh,
Shit!
oops, my bad. He starts his job tomorrow, and I guess he got all... Should I? I'm gonna go get it. Oh, sorry, buddy. My dog. Alright, so. Circle. No circle, no circle. No. Probably because my son's home and he's probably on his phone. But there is the selenite sphere. And that is, I'm not even holding it, and that's how basically it's holding. That is like so cool. So I'm going to turn it around. Let me see if I can. There we go. That looks phenomenal. So I would like to get an actual crystal ball. An actual crystal ball. Or maybe an obsidian or something to sit in there. Maybe a smaller one, just a tad smaller. But I think that would look pretty cool. So let me put this away. I don't want it rolling anywhere. So that is that one. Yeah, it looks awesome, eh? All right. So here is another one that dried on its own, and all I do is put the finger down. Can you hear that? That's my dog growling at the pups. I'm still dog sitting, guys. So my dog Sage is here, and then I've got not Witch, Hazel, but I call her Witch Hazel.
My dog Sage.
Yeah.
My dog.
What's that for?
Your butt.
Seriously.
Your butt.
Kids. Gotta love them. All right, so the nail's kind of demented. All right. There we go. But they're looking really good. Like, they're really hard. So I'm just kind of like plying them. Even that, like, that's really hard. Yeah, it looks really hard. Can you see that, guys? Yeah. It's okay. I mean, that's because it's so satisfactory. You know, like being able to do this, especially because I didn't really want to touch them in the first place, and now it's like I really like doing it. So I got 2 left. I'm busy.
Okay. You're not busy to talk to your son.
No, I'm
I haven't
not.
seen you in almost a week.
Okay, I love you, but it's not like you're 5 years old. Love you. Be right back. I'm gonna eat dinner. Sounds awesome. Have a good dinner. So this is this one. I've got 2 of these left. You see all the salt. Ooh, my screen. I should really put something on my computer. You see all the salt. Ooh, my screen. I should really put something on my computer.